Hi guys, my name is Julie and I'm just wanting to share my experience of my VSG surgery and let you know how it went for me. I want to apologize in advance because I've never posted any kind of videos or anything like that, and I'm just using my iPhone. I don't know how well the quality is going to be. So yeah. Let's get started. So I had my surgery on September 20th, 2016, which is 2 weeks and 3 days. My highest weight was 324 pounds. I started my liquid diet at 320 pounds. I don't know how I lost those 4 pounds in between, because that was probably like a week difference. And I had been eating out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I knew that I was about to go on a liquid diet and everything was about to change. So I had a lot of food funerals, honestly. It was horrible. By the time that happened, I was ready to go on my liquid diet. My starting weight for the surgery, the day of surgery, I weighed 305 pounds. So I lost 15 pounds with that liquid diet. And then as of today, well, actually as of yesterday, when I went to my follow-up appointment, I weighed 290 pounds. So that's a total drop of 34 pounds from my highest weight and about 15 since surgery, which I'm really happy about. I don't care if it's a slow process. I know what's going to happen. So if it's going to take me longer than what other people take, then I'm okay with that. I guess I should start on the first day. Went into surgery around, I believe it was 1:30. I believe my husband said he got a text message around 2:15 that I was already out of surgery. I remember waking up in the recovery room, and it's funny because I remember not wanting to wake up. Like, I would open my eyes and just want to close them right away. They kept asking me if I was in pain, and I just kept saying yes, 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 yes. And I swear they gave me like 5 doses of morphine. It felt like within 30 minutes, but I'm sure it was longer. Because of the morphine, I was drowsy, very, very drowsy. I also felt like I couldn't breathe. They kept telling me, oh, your oxygen levels are fine, you're doing good, but I physically felt like I could not breathe, like I could not catch my breath. I don't know why. They said it's probably a side effect, of the anesthesia that I got. I would say about midnight, I was able to get up. So again, I had my surgery at 1:30. It was 2:30 when I got in the room. I believe it was about 4 something. And I just kept falling asleep. I couldn't even talk to my husband. I couldn't say anything. I would look at him and then fall right back to sleep. So about midnight, they actually changed my medicine to Tylenol 1000, they said, and I was able to actually wake up and move around. So I walked for about 20 minutes. I noticed in the restroom that my stomach looked so deformed, and it freaked me out. There was like a dip in the middle of my stomach, where the doctor said he pulled my stomach out on my right side. And it was just like an indentation on my stomach, and it was so weird, and I was like, is it gonna stay like this? Like, what did I do? It looks so weird. But I mean, he said it would go back to normal, and here I am 2 weeks out and it's back to normal. The next day around 3 p.m. I was able to go home. I was able to keep my liquids down. That's another reason why I wanted to make this video, is because there was so many videos that I watched where they were like, I was sick, I couldn't drink anything, I couldn't sip anything. It was so hard to drink the little ounces of water that they give you at a time, but I had no problem whatsoever. I sipped it slowly just because I was scared, but I was able to drink 8 ounces of water and I think 2 ounces of chicken broth, and I was completely fine. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel nauseous. That was another thing, is everybody said you're going to feel really nauseous. I didn't feel that whatsoever. It was so weird because I went in expecting to feel the way everybody was posting that they felt. Not everybody. I mean, everybody has their own story. But the majority of people that videos that I watched, pretty much was all the same. So that's what I expected. And it was completely opposite for me. But yeah, so after 3 p.m. I went home. I kind of just rested and, of course, tried to drink as much water as I could. I believe I drank about 40 ounces of water that day, very slowly, until about maybe 10 o'clock at night, and then I went to bed. I slept on my couch for the first 4 days, 5 days maybe, because I just couldn't get up without any help. I couldn't lift myself up. It wasn't painful. It was soreness. Like, I felt sore. The pain that I did have was the gas pains. This might be a little bit TMI, but I wasn't able to burp or fart for the first 3 days. And I was like, what's going on? I did nothing but take these gastric strips. I took them with me to the hospital as well. And I never had gas. Like, I felt the gas in me, and I knew that it was gas. And I knew that was probably what was giving me that uncomfortable feeling. But finally, like the 4th day, I farted, and I was just like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I really felt a difference. So the 3rd day I woke up, after being home for the first day, and, I tried my protein shake, and I was so surprised, that everything tasted different to me. I literally stocked up on this banana protein shake, Premier protein shake, and I could not drink it. It tasted disgusting to me. Like, I was like, what is this that I'm drinking? I thought maybe it was a bad one, so I opened a second one. No, it tasted disgusting. Also, I had to move to a strawberry one. The strawberry one I was able to tolerate a little bit more. Also, the chocolate pudding that I mentioned in my first video that I pretty much lived off of, that tasted, it was so weird. It tasted like chemicals to me. It was so weird. So I was able to keep down the 11 ounces, and there's a bug around me, excuse me. So I drank 2 protein shakes that day, and I got my 60 ounces of water in. So my doctor recommended that I do 60 ounces of protein, or 60 grams of protein, excuse me, and 60 ounces of water. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. And I did that. I've done that ever since surgery, and it just amazes me because so many people that I have on my own Instagram page that had surgery the same exact day as me, that couldn't even drink an ounce of water, felt nauseous, and just a whole different experience. So again, that's why I wanted to share mine too, that, there's some that are okay after surgery, and I didn't expect it, and I was surprised. And I mean, hopefully that's how your surgery goes as well, if you're planning on having surgery. So yeah, let me see here. I'm gonna be completely honest. I had regret on the 5th or 6th day. I went to a wedding, I went to a baby shower, I went to a birthday party, nothing but food all around me, and all I could do was sip on this. And it was, reality hit hard pretty much. And I was like, what am I doing? I felt so horrible. I was mad that I couldn't eat anything, taste anything. I mentioned in my previous video that I would at least chew and spit it out, and not swallow it. Well, I didn't want to do that and really chance an infection in my stomach if, by chance I swallowed something on accident. So I didn't get any taste in, and I was drinking water and everything like that. It was really hard. And I just kept saying, I can't believe I did this. Why did I do this? I shouldn't have done this. If only I tried harder to work out and eat a better diet, have a better diet, and just really give it more than a couple of weeks that I longer than I would have, or did, I guess I should say, because I really only gave it 2 or 3 weeks every time I tried to diet. and then I wouldn't see any movement on the scale, and I would just give up, like, oh, it's not working, I gotta find something else. You know, the next day when I got on the scale and I noticed that I lost 8 pounds within the first week, I was like, wow, that's amazing. Like, I'm happy about this, and I got over it because I knew that it was just head hunger and it was really getting to me. But I know that I made the right decision, and I'm glad that I did do it, because this is the tool that I need, because my problem is overeating. And you know, I see a big plate and I think I need to eat it all, and I won't stop until I eat it all. So the fact that this tool is going to help me with portion control I know is going to help tremendously. So no doubt about it. It's just, again, the head hunger. And I really had to dig deep to really tell myself, I need this. You stop being a baby, grow up. You know, this is part of the journey. On the 8th day, I'd say between the 7th and 8th day, not really sure exactly sure. Another TMI, but I got really constipated. Like, I can't even explain how bad it was. Like, I literally was like, I'm dying. This is it. I'm gonna die. Like, it was horrible. I had to tell my husband to run to get laxatives. I think the milk of magnesia. I even told him get the suppositories, because I didn't know what to do. I was literally like, we might have to go to the ER. So for those of you that have not gone through the surgery yet or about to do it, you know, if it's been 3 days since you've had a bowel movement, take milk of magnesia, because you do not want to go through that. I went to a support group 3 days ago, and I brought it up, but surprisingly, I wasn't the only one. There was 3 other girls that said, I went to the ER, or I literally thought I was dying too. So I'm guessing it's normal. Obviously, it's normal because I've heard it more than once. But I would just recommend, if it's been more than 3 days, to take the milk of magnesia. I didn't want to. I was scared that, you know, one, I was like, oh, I'll be okay. I haven't had anything to eat. And 2, I was like, what if it hurts my stomach? But after that happened, I called my doctor and I was like, I don't ever want this to happen again. And that's where they told me, you should have been told, you know, if it's been more than 3 days, take the milk of magnesia. And I was like, well, I wish someone would have told me, because it would have probably prevented that. Worst day ever. That's probably the worst part of this so far. By the 2nd week, I felt great. Like, I didn't even have surgery. I did feel a little weird, like not myself, but physically, I could get up, I could walk around, I could do anything and everything that I wanted, just like any other day, except eat, pretty much. I pretty much lived off of this yogurt. It's 15 grams of protein. And then I started drinking this protein shake. Not protein shake, it's protein drink. It's basically a flavored drink instead of a shake. And it's completely changed the game for me. It's 20 grams of protein. Again, remember, I have to get 60 grams of protein a day. So that really helped, because I was tired of the protein shakes. I also drink 2 of these a day. This is the Smart Water. Kind of looks weird. Smart Water. And I had heard from other videos that this was good because it has the electrolytes and everything like that to help you from the dehydration that you're going through. So yeah, that's pretty much what what I ate during those 2 weeks. I just got advanced to the puree diet, so that's why I'm saying what I used to eat. I'm still on it. I'm still doing it every day, but I'm just now incorporating pureed foods, which is so exciting. Like, I'm just so happy to finally be able to swallow something thicker than water and yogurt. Onto my vitamins. I take these vitamins. They're chewable. one-a-day vitamins, of course, the multivitamins that you need. I also take this one for the calcium and vitamin D. Of course, there is the bariatric brand that all the doctors sell, but I felt like they were expensive, and one of them made me sick to my stomach. Like, I took it, and within 10 minutes, I threw up. It was horrible. Also, B12, you have to take these. These are the ones that go under your tongue, the sublingual. They go under your tongue, and they just dissolve. Another thing I take is this thing for heartburn. I'm going to try and cover my name just because, for safety reasons. Some pill for heartburn that they prescribe you after surgery. You know, they say even if you don't have heartburn, take it because it coats the stomach somehow. I don't know. Don't really know about medicine, so just take it. Instead of putting it in my pudding like they said, which is very gross because you want to swallow the pudding, but then you have all these little hard balls in it because it opens up into all these little powdery substances. What I actually do, it's a whole lot easier than taking it in the pudding, like I said, is I actually just twist the top off and I put this in the back of my mouth and drink water really quickly, and it goes down. I don't taste it unless I leave it on my tongue too long. Then it's the worst thing I've ever had in my mouth. It's disgusting. But yeah, that's just the way I take this because it's so much easier than putting it in the pudding. So I think that's pretty much all I have. The next video, I am going to go over the pureed stage that I'm on. I found a lot of helpful recipes, but I'm pretty much sticking to just a couple. But we'll get to that to the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you know, let me know. Again, this is my first YouTube video, and I'm sure the quality is horrible, and I'm sure that I stuttered and stumbled on all my words, and I can't edit because I'm on my iPhone, but I will try and get better. I gotta get my Mac up and running. I do have an Instagram. Its main purpose is for this weight loss journey. It's nothing but weight loss information and everything that I've gone through so far. A lot of pictures and stuff like that. I really found that helpful. Like, honestly, I really recommend getting an Instagram because it's not just me on there. You can do the hashtag, you know, VSG liquid diet or VSG support, VSG questions or problems, and there's just millions of people on there that are giving helpful information as well. My Instagram name is oh my god, I already forgot. Julie's Journey to a Healthy Life, I believe. I will put it in my bio just in case I got it wrong. I'm sorry. It's a new account too. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Bye.